Hi, my name is Carolina Martinez. I'm the co-founder of STEMC,
an organization that aims to bring equity in STEM through teacher training workshops and student workshops revolving around robotics. This week we're spending our time at Khatun, Pakistan, adopted by Zindagi Trust, running a robotics training workshop for a group of 5 teachers and 60 students.
One of the reasons why we came to Zindagi Trust was we were really inspired by their school last year.
And we're working with 3rd and 4th grade students to teach them about Lego robotics. We're using the WeDo 2.0 software, and we're teaching them about how they can apply the robotics that they've learned to real life scenarios and things they see.
So essentially we start off every single day in the program with introducing the students to a new type of simple machine, and later within the lessons we essentially create a larger project that incorporates that new simple machine and relates to a real world issue. So we've been looking at like earthquake simulators, water pumps, so working on cleaning dirty water and things like that.
So we talked about, where do you see water pumps? How is water used in your daily life? And why is it important that we get this water? And then we had them build the water pump.
And in that water pump there's a bunch of small simple machines. So like there's a lever, there's a pulley, there's gears, there's axles. Most of the course revolves around the 6 simple machines. There was a bunch of small projects we did leading up to the big project for 2 different groups.
We did line follow, which was very unique to them to see how, generally robots can follow line, and they used how, we had to get them to prompt, but they could relate that yes, मेरे घर में एक गाड़ी आई थी जो जब रास्ता बदलते थे तो it would beep, so I had to tell her, okay, that's a robot in there, and they could really relate to a lot of projects that we were doing.
We actually made a spirograph, so we programmed basically something where it creates like circles like over and over and over again by programming the motor to move in a certain direction and looping it over and over and over again. So we got to see all the students create different forms of art with that, which is really, really cool.
The Mission Moon project was more focused around space technology. So for one of the groups, they focused on how we use solar panels on the moon to power, moon bases and things that we do on the moon. And so they were able to build a robotic arm that was able to transport batteries from one side of the moon to the other side of the moon. And that was just an example of how, they can use different technology and how different energy technologies that we see on Earth would also be applied in space.
Their curiosity is like overwhelming. They never stop asking questions and they always want to know more. They always want to know how they can incorporate these simple machines in their daily lives and where they are. And they never want to stop learning about those things and even asking questions about outer space and how they can clean their own water. And it's been really, really interesting.
I definitely felt like as the week went on, they felt more and more confident in their ability to express their ideas. They would work to help one another. If one person was having trouble figuring out or sorting out something or was on the right track, another student would prompt them along. And I was really impressed because I felt like, they were just picking it up on their own and I just had to be there to sort of guide them along the way.
I found the girls here very open, very confident. I could not, this was not what I expected. I thought they'll be shy, it'll take time because, 1 week is too short. So they adapted very fast, they were mingling very fast, and they were very fast learner.
Coming in, we thought there'd be a huge issue with like a language gap and stuff, but I think we realized in this trip that Lego and robotics in general, it kind of is without borders. It didn't really take much explaining. A lot of it is pictures, but at the end of the day, creating something is something that happens along all kids, right? Anyone can pick up pieces of Lego, put them together, and explain what they've built.
I think I was talking to one student and she said, wow, I really love robotics. And I think that's the most heartwarming thing for me is maybe they wouldn't have seen or realized how much they love robotics if we hadn't been able to bring this experience to them. And who knows, maybe she'll grow up and she'll be an engineer or something, or maybe she'll do something with robotics. So I think for me, it was just getting to share that.
Yeah, so there was one instance where we told them to build a water pump and just explain what was going on. And it wasn't supposed to be anything functional or anything, but they came up to us and said, it's kind of boring. We don't want to just build something, look at it, and tell you what it's supposed to do. They want to actually make it functional. So they spent the next 45 minutes playing with the pump without our guidance, without our interaction or anything. And they made a functional water pump. It was filtering out water, and it was pretty cool.
It was really nice to see how progressive the school was and how much it promoted creativity. Just little things like this, the classroom signs being like 3 squared for the grade 9 classroom, or just seeing like the artwork that was run just in this room alone just showed how much it encouraged creativity and encouraged students to be outspoken and to be enthusiastic about their learning. And that was evident in the students that we worked with. They were equally as outspoken and enthusiastic.
There's like a project over there called like the Wall of Secrets that I noticed. It was like an art project that gave students like an opportunity to kind of be vulnerable and like express themselves, which I thought was really, really nice.
Honestly, I think between Canada and Pakistan, the school that I've seen today, there's not much difference. The facilities that are here, probably better than my school back home.
Our kids back home are going to public school in Canada too, and I think think our standards are very similar in a lot of things in the space that you have. Our spaces are not, like the gym, we don't have a gym like that. It was nice to see these girls doing all that too. Like they went and played basketball, hockey, whatever you say, they were ready to play, right? So that was a very motivation to see, right? You know, that government school girls are doing that.